All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome in. If you watch this on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. We got 36 orders going out for eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And then after we get done shipping those, I got to ship out the rest of those. Those are all the leftover whatnot sales from Saturday's show. If you bought something on Friday, that's already shipped. Saturday's show will be shipped today. Kayla's actually working on getting some of those prepared, so as soon as we're done, we can just start shipping them. So appreciate you guys hopping in. Let me know how your sales were over the weekend as you guys are coming in. And like I said, 36 eBay, Poshmark, Mercari orders going out. What's up, Kit Kat? Tej is in the house. Let's get everybody. Tap that screen as you're coming in on TikTok. Again, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. Good morning, good morning. Central Illinois is in the house. Sal's in the house. Slide you guys over real quick. We'll go ahead and get started. What's up, Audra? All right. So 31 eBay orders, 4 Mercari, 1 Poshmark. I tell you guys, always list on eBay because eBay is king. eBay is literally king. Like, if you're just listening to Poshmark and Mercari and you're not listening to eBay, you definitely should be, because literally that's the difference between the platforms right there. Oh, my taps are for Kayla. She's over there. Ooh. She's over there working. That was from Teach. She's over there getting all the whatnot orders prepared. So as soon as we're done here, we can just start shipping. Those orders should be out the door. Our mailman's gonna hate us because we already have literally a mound of packages. I think we have, I want to say it's like 70 packages out there already. We still have another 40 or like 40 for whatnot, and then like another 40 or whatever. We have 35 here, so another like 75 going out the door. He's gonna hate us. Save all my taps for the live thrift battle. We don't do no live thrift battles over here. What's up, Blended? What's good, everybody? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try to get through this quick because I got to get all these shipped out before the mailman comes. So feel free to drop your questions. If I missed one, I apologize. I probably won't be on live tonight either because the Titans play tonight and they're gonna get completely beat by the Dolphins. So, but I gotta watch the game because I'm a true Titans fan. Even though we're gonna lose, I'm gonna watch the game still. All right, first sale is going to be a pair of men's public rec pants. We just sold a pair of these on Whatnot over the weekend. Like I told you guys, we sell the same stuff we sell on eBay. We're gonna bring to Whatnot. It's the stuff that everybody likes, so we're gonna bring it there too. We're not gonna bring the junk that's not selling. So this is a pair of public rec pants. We picked these up for $5.55 at a Goodwill. I believe the Goodwill's in Sarasota, I think like a month ago. Picked these up for $5.55. These sold for $50 after fees, shipping, cost of goods. Over on Mercari, made a profit of $32.69. Appreciate all the heart me's from Kings and from Surfs. Back-to-back heart me's. Appreciate you guys. This is just going to go right into a poly mailer. It is under a pound. These are really, really lightweight. If you don't know the brand Public Rec, get familiar with it. Appreciate the big love. Get familiar with it. Public Rec's a really good brand. It always sells well. They make shirts. They make shorts, pants, long sleeves, but the pants are what sells the best. Miss your evening lives, but totally understand about needing to watch your Titans. Yes. Plus, we've been super busy. It's prime time. Like right now is when all the sales happen. So the nightly lives will come back. It'll probably be into the new year is when I'll start doing nightly lives again. But I'm super busy, so I have to take a break and get some stuff done. Do you believe Whatnot is a good way to source inventory to grow? Don't have enough thrifts to grow? Yes, there are certain people that sell stuff super cheap on Whatnot. You just gotta be very careful because some of the people are selling, stained and flawed items and not disclosing it. But there are some really good sellers. I bought stuff from Whatnot from even bigger people like Chris at Peak. I bought stuff from Joel, and I've still been able to resell those for a profit. So you can source from the convenience of your couch. Of course, your profit's not going to be as good as going to a thrift store, but you're also sourcing from the convenience of your couch. So John Lennon pink button-down shirt. I don't think John Lennon sells very well. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I pass most John Lennon shirts, unfortunately. What's up, Debbie? I'm sure you leave drinks and snacks for your mailman. No, I tip my mailman, actually. I give him tips. I always tip. I used to be a mailman, so I know they're not supposed to take tips, but if you hand them a $20 bill, or you put a $20 bill in a card and you hand them the card and it's sealed, they don't know there's 20 bucks in there. And you give it to them, and they go home and they open it up, and they got 20 bucks. Next item that sold is this Ralph Lauren shirt, just a plain blue Ralph Lauren shirt. I picked this up for $8. Sold for 22 on Mercari. If it would have sold on eBay, I would have made more profit. I only made $5.78. Again, if I would have sold this on eBay, it would have been a lot better. I got to be really careful when I sell these on Mercari because I'm not making that much profit on them. Do Brooks Brothers button down sell well? 100% linen ones do. Ones that are solid white do. Tuxedo shirts sell really well. It's certain Brooks Brothers shirts, not all of them will sell well. Ones with really good patterns and the Brooks Brothers logo on the front, those will do okay. But not all sell well. It's just certain ones. Appreciate everybody hopping in on TikTok too. If you could tap the screen, send the likes. Let's try to get to like 5K likes really quick while I'm here shipping. I got a ton to ship today, so hang out, see everything I sold. You might learn a couple new brands. Like this next Ralph Lauren shirt. This is a black plaid Ralph Lauren shirt. I picked this one up for $7.13. Sold for $26. I made a profit of $9.98, which is pretty much what I'm looking for, is a $10 profit on all Ralph Lauren shirts. What's up, Jersey Girl? Jersey Girl's in the chat. Appreciate you hopping in. You got those Yeezys. We haven't packed them up yet. They're still on the table, but they're going to be going out today to you. That was a really good win. And I knew those Yeezys were going to be the ones that went. I was like, I'm thinking the black ones are going to go. That was a really good pickup. So if you guys missed the Whatnot show, we gave away Yeezys on our Whatnot show. Brand new inbox, Onyx size 10.5. So you got to come to our Whatnot shows. You never know what we're going to give away. And it was a good one. We gave away Barefoot Dreams too. What's up, Tina? Joel has a show tonight. Yes, Joel has a show tonight. I think his show is at 6. It's my time is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think his is 5 Central, I think is when his show starts. But go bookmark his show. Pretty good resales. Next up, we got an Untucked shirt. This is just a large gray Untucked shirt. Picked this up for $8.03. It sold for $28 over on Mercari. So I made a profit of $10.98. It's about what I'm looking for on Untucked too. On a Brooks Brothers button down, large with a gold fleece, all over pattern with a tag listed for, I'll cut you off. Listed for 100. 100 might be too high on a Brooks Brothers. If it's just a plain button down shirt, I know the retail price says it's like 100 and something bucks. I don't think you're gonna get $100 for it. You gotta look up comps on those. Even though it's new with tags, even though the price says like 1 something on the tag, it's probably not gonna go for 100. I'm thinking more like 40 to 50. Probably what you'll get for that. Next up, Poshmark sale. The only Poshmark sale going out. Poshmark was super duper slow this weekend, but it had one really good sale. So if you guys remember, we gave one of these away on Jory's Live. This is one of those crazy Robert Graham shirts. They're a limited edition Robert Graham, retailed for $398. I think this was one out of like 400 or something like that. So there's only 400 of these made. This has a big angel print on the back. Again, if you remember Jory's Live, you remember seeing this shirt. I only had one more left, so I gave one away on his live, and then I had this one. I paid $96.29 for this shirt. I got it retail arbitrage. I bought it online from a retail store to resell back online. So these were on sale for $96.29. This one sold for $225. So after fees, shipping, cost of goods, I make $83.71. Pretty much doubled my money on this is what I was looking to do. It took a while to sell. I knew I was gonna have to wait for that right buyer. I actually have 4 of these. I've already sold 2. I gave away 1, and then this was the last one to sell. So I think I made about the same profit on each one, like right around $90. The really, really good one. Thoughts on Brooks? I don't sell many ties, so I don't have any opinions on ties. Angel, not a skull. Yeah, it has a big angel print on the back. You can see it on my Poshmark closet if you want. What brand was it again? It's Robert Graham. Robert Graham, anything sells really, really well. Well, not anything. Robert Graham dress shirts with big, loud prints sell really, really well. And as soon as I saw that one, I was like, I'm picking that up. I'm so safe. Oh, you're gonna love them. You're gonna love them. Either to resell or to give to somebody else. It's like a really, really good Christmas present. Put some Yeezys under the tree. All right, that one's shipped. That's just gonna go in one of these bags, by the way, because it's a Poshmark sale, so I put all my Poshmark sales in those. All right, last step is to ship out all of my eBay orders. What's up, Bobby? Let me see how many eBay orders. I have 31 total eBay orders going out. Yesterday was a really good day on eBay. I did like 645 in sales yesterday on eBay, and I haven't listed anything since like Thursday because we've just been super busy. I'm just going to grab randomly because these are all stacked up in a random pile. This is in my Goodwill video, so if you see the Goodwill video from like last month, you remember me picking this up. This is a Ralph Lauren black label long sleeve shirt. I picked this up for $13.89. See that black label right there? And this one sold for $45 plus shipping. Took a month to sell. Sold Star Wars Robert Graham 2 days for $500. Let's go. That must have been a limited edition. That's insane. $500 for a Robert Graham shirt. People will pay some crazy money for some collectible Robert Graham stuff. That's insane. Nice sale right there. Is a guide on what to sell on each page, or do you cross post? I cross list everything to all the platforms. So I list to eBay first, and then I use a platform called List Perfectly. I have it linked in my bio. You'll save 30% off your first month if you use my code, and that's what I use to cross list my items. Appreciate you guys tapping the screen too. We're at 4.8K likes. Let's go. All right, this is going to ship for 7 ounces. It is going international through the international shipping program, which means I ship it to Illinois, and from Illinois, eBay ships it overseas to wherever the buyer lives. As long as this makes it to Illinois, which it should, perfectly fine, I'm covered. And if it gets destroyed in shipment on the way to wherever this is going, let's say it's going to Australia, and for some reason this gets ripped open and the shirt gets cut in half, I'm still covered and I get paid. So if you're not shipping through the eBay international shipping program, I highly suggest it because it's like easy money. List Perfectly versus Vendoo. I've only used List Perfectly. I have no opinion on Vendoo because I've never used it before. So I think you should try out both. Both have free trials. If you like List Perfectly, again, come back and use my code to get 30% off your first month. But I've never used Vendoo, so I have no opinion on it. All right, that one is shipped. Next up, grab another random one. This is a pair of women's Spanx. Women's Spanx leggings. Let me see where these are. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you are. These are women's Spanx size small faux leather leggings. Picked these up for $8.03. They sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Easy peasy. What kind of printer do you use? I use a Dymo 4XL. I have an IDPRT linked in my bio if you want a nice cheap thermal printer. What's up, Mom? Got that one answered. Yeah, I've already answered the List Perfectly versus Vendoo. I've never used Vendoo before, so I don't have an opinion on it. If I used it, I would have opinion, but I can't really give you my opinion on it. What's up, the Mongoose? Next up, this is shipping for 7 ounces. Buyer paid $6.45. I'm only paying $4.24 to ship these out. Remember, when you ship with eBay, you get the discounted commercial rates, and the buyer pays the retail rate. So usually, you'll always make money on shipping as long as you put in your information correctly. That might be my last label. It is. Now I gotta put a new label in my Dymo because it's out. Do you have his LLC free business? No, we don't. We do not currently. That one shipped. All right, we swap this out. That's how easy the Dymo is to swap out. There's a little spool in here. You take the spool off. You put the new label roll on. You throw it on there, and you're done. What's up, Reisner? Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. All right, and I get these. These are like third-party labels. They're not actual Dymo labels. That's why I always suggest getting 4XL and not the 5XL, because with the 5XL, you got to buy the actual Dymo labels. So you're just going to throw this on there, just like this, and then you're just going to stick it back on the Dymo. It's ready to go. Load the printer. Beautiful. Next. I Need Your Sweater. Just bought 2 off Mercari. Yeah, I got this last year at Red, White, and Blue. It's a Tipsy Elves, and I think the name of it is called Deers Cheer Beers. I think that's what it's called, something like that. Can you help new people get started? Of course. If you have any questions, feel free to ask Sue. I can answer all of your questions right here on live for free. I don't charge anything for any of my information, so feel free to ask as many questions as you want. Next up, got a pair of Peter Millar golf shorts. I picked these up at TJ Maxx for $25.68. I was gonna I think I gave a couple of these away, and I was gonna sell a couple. So this is one that I decided to sell. These sold for $44 plus shipping. Nice little TJ Maxx sale. Do you have a bank account for buying inventory? Yes, I have a bank account for business expenses, I have a regular checking account. I have a checking account for paying our helper, my mother-in-law, out, and then I have my personal savings account. So, yeah, I always before this year, I thought the way to do it was open up a new bank account, like have a separate bank account with all your. It's so much easier just open new checking accounts and have all of your money within the same account, but separated into like separate checking accounts. So that's what we have. And then I have a card for each one of those accounts. So if I ever had to like pull out a lot of cash, because at my ATMs I only have a $400 per day withdrawal limit. So now that I have 3 cards, I can pull $1,200 out, and Kayla can pull $1,200 out too. So it helps us when we have to go to these thrift stores that are cash only. We now have more opportunity to pull out cash. So it works in everybody's favor. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. This is going to ship for $4.74. Buyer paid $6.30. Thoughts on purchasing pallets? I don't do pallets. Pallets are, if you purchase from the right company, they can be good. But in most cases, most of the pallet companies like take all the good stuff out and they leave a couple little good things in there to make it seem like you're going to get, a really good pallet, and then you open it up and it's just like a bunch of Target clothing. So I don't believe in doing that. What's up, Chris? Appreciate the gifts. Who got you started? For me, it was Raking Profits and Rally Roots for me. Shout out Ryan and Allie. I met them one time. I think next year I'm gonna try to do like a collab or something with them. I'm gonna try to push my YouTube, and then I'm gonna reach out to them and do like a collab like thrifting trip, because that's who got me into it. It'd be awesome to be able to like come full circle and like go on YouTube and have them on my channel, or I go on their channel. So shout out to Rally Roots. I've been watching them for a very, very long time. They kind of got out of like the thrift scene, and now they're more, appreciate the fire, they're now more into like the vintage clothing scene, but they still go thrifting on their videos. So but they're in a completely different business space now than they were before. But that's okay. They're killing it. So I'd love to be able to do like a collab video with them. But that's who got me into it. Raking Profits is good too. I remember watching him when I first started. He's more into the Amazon book scene now, where I don't really do much Amazon, but you can learn a ton from him because he's super knowledgeable. There's a bunch of people out there that are super knowledgeable that you can pick little pieces from and grow your business from. So I have a package stuck in Kansas. I sold on Poshmark 20 days. I've tried talking to the post office twice. Now contact Poshmark. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. It's just this time of year. There's gonna be times where packages just get lost because everybody's shipping right now. Yeah, so if it gets lost, you just got to refund the customer. Just got to do it. What kind of label printer do you use? I use a Dymo 4XL. I do have an IDPRT linked in my bio if you want to use the products we use on a daily basis. I have a link for that in my link tree. How are your weekend sales? Sorry, just joined the live. Good. I had 35 total weekend orders from eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and then from Whatnot we had like over 150 total packages going out. 200 plus orders going out. How long did it take you to sell consistently? To get a sale per day, it probably took me about 6 months to average a sale per day. Can you explain all checking account from one account? All checking account from one account. You can open, if you have a bank account, you can open multiple checking accounts. So I have, like I said, 3 different checking accounts. I think 1, 2, 3. I think I have 3 checking accounts and 1 savings account. You can also open, I think, multiple savings accounts too if you wanted to do that. But yeah, and then you can run your business out of those accounts, and then at the end of the month, if you wanted to, if you didn't want to have like a spreadsheet going, you could just pull your checking account data, and then that could be your data for how much you spent and how much came into your business if you wanted to do it that way. You don't have to open a whole new bank account. That's what I thought I had to do for a while, and then I talked to a couple people. Next up, we got a pair of Joe's jeans. These are a size 34. I picked these up for 20. Hang on, I can tell you exactly what I picked these up for. Listings, drafts. I had to make a new draft because I couldn't figure out where this was listed. I picked these up for $25.67, and these sold for $79.99. I picked these up online arbitrage quite a while ago too. This was the last pair I had to sell. About the same thing. Can you get more women's dunk, maybe size 9? I can. I'm actually going to go this week. We're probably going to hit 2 finish lines because some lady keeps buying all of our shoes on Whatnot. This weird lady just keeps coming in and buying all the shoes. So we're going to go this week and grab some more dunks. I might order some more too, even if I have to pay resale prices. Do better, Wayne. Does women's Peter Millar sell well? Not as well as men's. Not as well. There's certain pieces that probably do okay, but for the most part, men's will always sell better. What's your tip for source cheaper? cheap mailing, padded envelopes, etc. CT Auctions. What I want you to do is I want you to look at the ticker. Actually, I can tell you because I'm not promoting it on TikTok. But right down there, I have a link for GyroPack. GyroPack has multiple different sizes of padded mailers and also regular mailers. So if you need them, use my code and you get a discount. And trust me, those are cheap. Cheap poly mailers. They're good quality. They're just not expensive. So use that code right down below, kwayshop@gyropack.com, and you'll get 10% off. If you're watching on TikTok, I have a video with it on TikTok, and you get use your TikTok shop coupons. You got probably even a better deal than they're getting straight from the website. So some of you guys have like 50% off coupons. So here to learn. Let's go. Just bought a black cashmere Brooks Brothers sweater. Nice. Cashmere Brooks Brothers does really well. Somebody asked earlier what Brooks Brothers does well. Cashmere is one of those that will do really well. This is going to go padded flat rate. It's going to ship for $8.30, which is still cheaper than Pirate Ship. For some reason, eBay's still at $8.30 and Pirate Ship's at $8.80 for padded flat rate. So if you're buying your padded flat rates off Pirate Ship, you might want to buy them off eBay because they're cheaper. They're 50 cents cheaper for some reason. I don't know why they're expensive on Pirate Ship. What's the best way to keep track and remember what you paid for an item? Good question. I use a spreadsheet, Jason Hayes spreadsheet. He actually just came out with a new one. And I have a link for that. If you're watching this on Facebook, I have a link in my pinned post. Jason Hayes spreadsheet is amazing. That's a spreadsheet that I use. Here, I'll show my screen. This is the spreadsheet that I use. Watch, I'll show you all my numbers too. I don't care. There's nothing I can hide. You can look at all my numbers. Boom. So this is Jason's spreadsheet. This is literally where I'm reading my numbers off of. So you can see my profit here. I don't have the profit for eBay because I haven't put in the shipping yet. But look at that. All my profits. If you scroll up, I have all my information right in here. And then it gives you your daily. Let me show you these people too. Ladybug's barking. She probably sees a cat outside. Gives you your daily profits, your monthly profits, and your yearly profits. Tells you what platforms you're selling on. So like when I tell you guys I hit 6 figures on both eBay and whatnot, it's super easy to tell that because I'm literally just looking at the 6-figure number. Because if you put all your information in correctly, it'll tell you how much sales you have. You have a spot for your expenses, stores, categories, and his new spreadsheet has a couple new spots for your information. So feel free to go check it out. I have a link in my bio. If you use my code, you get 10% off. Or is it 10% off? Yeah, I think it's 10% off. It says it in my link tree. So that's how I keep up with all of my numbers. And whenever anybody asks me a question, they're like, hey, how much profit did you make 2 weeks ago or whatever, I can literally pull that information up. Just don't ask me that question right now because I haven't filled in my spreadsheet completely. But typically I can go back and look exactly what day, how much profit I made, all that good stuff. So yeah, Kit Kat's over on Facebook now. Let's go. How much can you really make a month and how many days do you shop? We only shop 1 to 2 days a week. And how much do we make a month? Hold on. Monthly. Last month, 13K, almost 14K profit. And then you take out your taxes out of that. So let's say roughly random 11K. That's what we made last month. That was before all the social media money into. So yeah, you can make good money doing this. It's not a facade. You're going to a thrift store, you're buying something for $5 and you're selling it for $20. That's what most businesses wish they could do. Most businesses are like Walmart where they're making pennies on their products and they're just selling super high volume. Whereas this, you can go to a thrift store, you buy something for $5, sell it for $100. That's really good money. Sell a couple of those a month and you got enough to pay off your car note or whatever you need. So yeah, it's not a facade. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm literally just showing you how to do it for free. Next up, we got hold on. Back to orders. We got a FootJoy polo. Picked this up at TJ Maxx a while ago. I paid full price for these. I probably paid up too much, but I still made profit on it. I paid $25.60. I should have waited for these to go on clearance, but as soon as I saw these, I was like, FootJoy at TJ Maxx, holy crap. And then the market got flooded, but this still sold for $40 plus shipping. Really good sale. How do you learn what to buy? And that's what gets me. If you go to a thrift store, and for example, if you went to a thrift store and you saw this FootJoy polo sitting on the rack for $10, brand new with tags, what you would do is you go to eBay, you type in FootJoy men's navy blue short sleeve polo in eBay search. You would filter for new because this is new, and you'd filter for sold. You can see exactly what these are selling for every single day on eBay. Swim trunks sell green for Peter Millar, but they won't sell right now because obviously it's winter time. Not a lot of people are swimming in their pools because a lot of them are frozen. So if you pick them up right now, just know you're probably going to have to hold on to them for a little bit. But during the summertime, they do sell pretty well. What's up, Jacqueline? This one's going to ship for 11 ounces, and it's going $4.88. Buyer paid $6.40. Do better, Wayne. I just sold my first Psycho Bunny polo, 20 plus shipped on eBay. It was blue. Did I sell cheap? Did it sell fast, Bobby? I have a feeling you're asking that because it sold fast. Typically, my Psycho Bunny polos, I sell around 30 to 35 plus ship. So if it sold fast, it's probably why you're asking me that question. What's up, Joe Bear? How many are you listing today? I think that's what you meant. Listing today. I'm gonna try to do 30. It's just me and Kayla today, so we're gonna try our best. We still have to ship so many orders too. But the good thing is I already have like 30 in my draft bank ready to go, so that's what I'll do today. What do you look for at Plato's? I look for the same brands I'm looking for at thrift stores, but I'm just looking for them cheap enough to buy and resell. If you go to Plato's, you're gonna see a lot of really great brands there, but not a lot of profit to be made because they price them up a little high. So like Lululemon polos are like 30 bucks at Plato's. You're not going to pick those up. But you're looking for like the niche brands, like Psycho Bunny. They probably price a Psycho Bunny polo at like 8 bucks. So you're going to pick up something like that and flip that instead of looking for the easy stuff. I like your other sweater. Kayla could throw stuff at you. It's still behind me, but I'm not going to wear it because I don't want stuff thrown at my face. What's up, Shy Girl? Do you offer 401k match for your employees? Felix, if you worked for me, I would give you, I'd give you $2 an hour with no match. How about that? Do you list according to season? Yes, I do. I kind of do the Surf's Up method now. So Surf's does the same thing. He lists items that are going to sell right now is when he'll list them. So summertime stuff we're not currently listing right now. But if you go to thrift stores and you buy like 15 items and that's all you buy for the whole week, get that stuff all listed. Just because it's not summertime or wintertime items doesn't mean you shouldn't list it, because you just obviously you don't have a lot to list, so just get it all listed. I'm trying to find the sale. Where is it? There it is right there. All right, this is a pair of 7 for All Mankind men's jeans. They're size 33. I picked these up for $10.70. I tell you guys all the time, 7 for All Mankind list a little bit higher than the market. The market's going to show like 25 for these. I always sell these way more than 25. So this pair sold for $45 free ship. This was a little bit of an older listing, but it still sold 45 free ship. So if you want to sell them fast, list them for 25 plus ship. If you want to hold on to them, list them for 35 plus ship or $45, and they will sell within a month or two. It normally takes a little bit longer because you're a little higher, but I don't mind waiting for a little bit higher on an item like this. What's your best top 5 brands to buy? I don't have a top 5. If you go watch my live thrifts, they're on YouTube. I just posted one yesterday, by the way. So if you guys want to go watch that, feel free to. But I don't have a top 5 because there's literally thousands of brands I'm looking for. So to give a top 5 would be insane. But go watch my live thrifts and you can see what I pick up and what I pass on. And those are 2-hour-long live thrifts. You can watch them in the background as you're doing some listings, or you're just bored on the couch. You want to watch something. That's a really good depiction of what I'm picking up and not picking up. What happens when you discover a stain but already bought it? If it's still a good brand, I'll list it still, but obviously disclose the stain and price it way lower. If it's not a good brand, I'll just either throw it away or redonate it. It just depends on how bad the stain is. So if it's like a Burberry shirt that's like $100 and it has a small stain on the front, I'll still list it probably for like $50. I'll take like a 50% cut on that item, try to at least make my money back or make a little bit of profit. Do you have a list of the best-selling brands to resell? I don't have a list, no. If you want to know the brands I sell consistently, my eBay store is linked in my bio of all my platforms. You can go look at my eBay store, see what I have listed and what I have sold for the last 90 days. So nothing to hide. Go look at what I have listed, all that good stuff. I'm buying too much and too many brands. I spend too much time on research and comps. The slowest process. Yes, when you first start, it's going to take time to learn those brands. So when you're in thrift stores, it's going to take you, I'm going to be able to go through a rack within like 10 minutes, and it might take you an hour to go through the same rack. But a year from now, you're going to go through that same rack in 10 minutes, and there's going to be somebody new behind you that's taking an hour. So there's going to be a learning curve. You got to learn those brands that sell. All right, this is a brand new Tag Faherty shirt. Pick this up, or it's a tank top. Pick this up for $7. Sold for $31.49. Free shipping. Sold over on eBay. Is Jacksonville red, white? I've never been to the Jacksonville red, white, and blue. Trisha told me it's not so good though. She lives in Jacksonville. So, how much do you spend a week on what? on what? On inventory, I probably spend like maybe somewhere between, on average, I probably spend about $1,000 on inventory a week. If I do a bulk buy locally, it's probably like $1,500 every week on new inventory. All right, the shipment for 5 ounces going for $4.44. When do you enter the cost of the item into your spreadsheet? Jason has a section for active inventory or inventory that is just coming in, and then he has a section for sold inventory. So if you want to, Victoria, let's say you pick up 10 items, you can put that right into the spreadsheet, and then as soon as you list them, as soon as you sell them, you move them from the active to the sold tab. You can just copy and paste everything. So if you want to keep track that way, I don't do it that way. I just put my cost of goods into my eBay custom SKU. How do you keep track of all your sales and what you paid for your item? Again, I have a Jason Hayes spreadsheet. It's linked in my bio. He just came out with the 2024 version. It's already out, so if you want to go buy it, that's the spreadsheet I use to keep track of all my information. Everything I've sold, all my expenses, everything is in that spreadsheet. As soon as the end of the year comes, I literally give my tax person, Carol Ann, I give her access to my spreadsheet, and she'll be able to see everything I've listed, or everything I've sold, all my numbers, everything. I just literally give her access to it. I don't have to even print it out. I can just give her access to it. And you can give, if you guys didn't know this, you can give access on Google Sheets as a viewer. So they can't change anything. They can just look at it. I think she can still print the stuff. I have to ask her that. Maybe she's not able to print it, but I can print it for her if she needs it. You buy bulk. How do you do that? I have a guy locally that goes thrifting, and he buys way too much, and then he sells to me. He just likes buying, and he knows that I sell, so he met me in a thrift store. Mileage / gas cost. So you can only track one of those, just so you know. But mileage, I have an app called Mile IQ that runs in the background. So as I'm getting in the car and driving, it'll track how far I drove, and then I just mark it as a business trip or I mark it as a personal trip. That's how it works. There's also a section in Jason's spreadsheet to track that too if you wanted to track that. This didn't sell. That was on the ground out there. Just grabbed it. Next up, we got a Brooks Brothers shirt. Somebody asked me about Brooks Brothers earlier. This is a, I think new with tag, Brooks Brothers shirt. Solid white, size 15. I picked this up for $10.70. This one sold for $40.49 plus shipping. Really, really good sale. I got that issue too. I love shopping. Same. I think everybody has a huge death pile. It's just part of the game. Appreciate everybody hanging out on TikTok. Feel free to tap that screen. Let's try to get to 10K likes really quick. We're at 7.5K. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you like the stream too. If you're watching on replay, make sure you like it too. All those likey things. All right, this is going to ship for 11 ounces. How do you decide free ship versus buyer paid ship? If you see me doing free ship anymore, it's because it's an older listing. All my newer listings are all buyer paid shipping. I changed over. I was watching Surfs. I was looking at his store. He does all buyer pays, and I was really on the free shipping train. And then his sales were so good, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change over a couple of my listings, and they were selling like this. I was like, okay, everything's buyer paid shipping, so I only have a few free shipping items. I sell on Poshmark right now, looking to try to sell on other sites. How do you suggest getting started with other sites? So Candace, if you want to cross list, I use a platform called List Perfectly. You can download your Poshmark listings onto List Perfectly and use that to cross list them to other sites. I have a link in my pin post. You can save 30% off your first month if you wanted to try that out. I would suggest going to eBay. This weekend, I think I was at 31 eBay orders or 30 eBay orders, maybe something like that. Anyways, I was right at about 30 eBay orders. I had one Poshmark order. You're gonna sell more on eBay. You're just gonna sell more on eBay. Wayne's been tapped enough for one day. Did you list? Do you list as much as you have, or have a set number to list? We try to do 30 listings per day, every single day. Is List Perfectly Is your List Perfectly acting wonky lately? I cross-listed last Wednesday, I think. That was the last time I used it. So I'll try it again today. I'll let you know. But mine hasn't been acting wonky at all. Acting wonky. Next up, we got a pair of women's Piranha pants. Picked these up for $13.38. These sold for $26.99. Women's Piranha actually sells better than men's Piranha. Oddly enough. We pick these up all the time. And these are... these are convertible, sorry. These are convertible, so they have the little button that you can convert these into shorts. Sells so well. We've had these listed for less than a month. And we paid up for them. We paid $13.38 because we knew how fast they were going to sell. We source from thrift stores and retail stores, Joe Bear. Thrift stores and retail stores. Poshmark takes too much of the earnings and shipping is high. As a client, yes, that is true, but I still get sales. There's a different clientele on Poshmark. So some people will bundle too. For example, I used to sell a bunch of Christmas houses on Poshmark, and people would get better shipping rates on Poshmark because the Christmas houses weighed 4 to 5 pounds, and they would only pay $8 and whatever it is, 65 cents or 35 cents for shipping. Whereas if they bought the same house on eBay, they'd be charged like $15 in shipping. So if you buy the right items, you actually get a better discount. This is going to ship for $6.60. Hi, Kayla. I like you better. That's what Kit Kat says. Kit Kat says we need to go buy some more shoes. I told her I know. We gotta go buy some bigger sizes. Last time we went, they only had a couple smaller sizes. That's why we got stuck with the 2 pandas and a 7 and a 6.5. And the guy that doesn't like us at that store, shout out to the guy at Countryside Mall and Finish Line, the manager there that doesn't allow us to buy more than 1 pair of Dunks every time we go. Even though Dunks aren't reselling. The other manager doesn't care. He says we can buy as many as we want, but there's one manager that when we walk in, he literally like gives us the eye, and he only lets us buy 1 pair of Dunks. It's stupid. Like, if I want to buy 10 pairs of your Dunks, I should be able to, because they're not reselling for any profit. So why wouldn't you just let me have them? But yeah, shout out to that guy. You see that guy? Let him know. I shouted him out. Any tips on how to get higher prices? Do you just counter? Yes, I counter. If it's a low offer, I'll just counter. That sweater is terrible. Try to read chat with. I can read chat. I just read your comment. Perfectly fine. That's okay. You don't have to read the chat. That's for me. Are Palladium shoes good? That's a question for Ethan. I'm not good. I'm not a good shoe guy. Shipping free. Some items are free shipping. Some items are not free shipping. For example, this was not free shipping. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. It is I think it's a long sleeve. No, it's a short sleeve. Polo Ralph Lauren size 2XL Polo. It's got a big hit on the front. I picked this up for $8 in a local bulk buy. This one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. Just depends on the item. Typically, I'm doing plus shipping on all of my items. Now, this one is going to be just over a pound, which kind of sucks. It's 1 pound, 1 ounce. Don't you hate when it's 1 pound, 1 ounce? Why can't it always be just a pound? So it's only gonna be $7.35 to ship. Buyer paid $8, so I'm still making money on the shipping. Their sales hourly and he's limiting sales. Strange. Yeah. So the way the other manager told me is they're not allowed to sell the new releases. They're not allowed to sell multiple new releases. But they don't care. He doesn't care about the Dunks, like the older Dunks. He doesn't care. But the other manager, when I go in, he's like, you can only buy 1 pair of, that's our rule, 1 SKU. And I was like, what about the other manager literally sold me like 6 pairs last time I was here. And he's like, I don't care. I'm the manager on duty. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to fight with you. Just whatever. Just don't want to sell to me. Don't sell to me. I don't care. How many listings should I post a day to grow my shop? As many as you can. If you can post 5 every day, post 5 every day. If you can post 3 every day, post 3 every day. Doesn't matter. Just keep consistent. Keep consistently listing. What store was this? It's Finish Line. It's like the only Finish Line left in our area. And yeah, it's Finish Line, and we're gonna go to that store this week, and we're gonna go to the other one that's close to us and try to get a bunch of pairs because we're running pretty low right now for Whatnot auctions. I have 470 listings. Let's go. Appreciate the cat paws. Wayne, why are you so controversial everywhere you go? Andrew. Is this coming from the guy that literally just posts controversial posts? Andrew, I love your post, by the way. I laugh every time I see it. I like your random takedown ones. Another random takedown. What was the one you did the other day too? You did another funny one the other day. I can't remember which one it was, but I laughed when I saw it. I can't remember what it was though. I'll watch it again and it'll remind me of it. Are all men's shoes going to be 10.5? Well, the Yeezys are because they were my personal shoes. They were literally my personal shoes. But, yeah. Question, anyone else getting snail mail from Johnny O and Tommy Bahama yet? I've shop signed up. I don't know. Finish Line Champs give military discounts for 20% off Foot Locker. They have increased theirs too. Dang, I didn't know that. I use the I use the Finish Line app, so every time we buy like a pair of shoes, we typically get enough points to get like a discount on the next pair we buy. I have so many points on Finish Line because I bought so many shoes from them. So every time I go, I get like $10 off or $5 off of the shoes I buy. So use those apps. If you're not using apps, use them. And then I always get early access to like all the new pairs. They always give me early access because I'm showing that I'm a legitimate customer because I'm actually going in store and buying it. So the app always gives me priority. Same with sneakers too. If you want to get into all of the newer drops on sneakers and get early access, if I had a location, I would do this. But the closest Nike like store is like an hour and a half away from me. But go to a Nike store and use your sneakers account and let them scan it. And if they scan it, it'll show Nike that you're a legitimate customer and you're not just like a bot buying online. It's like a little tip for you. Yeah, you use Rakuten Fetch. Yep, all those. What's up, Scotway? If you buy at a store and list it, if it doesn't sell within 30 days, do you return? You can do that. I don't do that. The items that I'm typically buying, I'm gonna keep and list. I don't know. I always feel weird about doing that. Like if I bought like 30 polos and only 2 sold, and I come back and like return 28 of them, then the workers there are probably like, I know exactly what this guy's doing. So yeah, I don't do that. This is a pair of Page men's jeans. Picked these up for $10.67. I think I picked these up like 2 weeks ago, and they sold for $34.99 plus shipping. This is my first time watching you. Do you wash and clean everything? The only time we wash items if they have stains or bad smells. It's the only time we wash stuff. This is going to go padded flat rate because it's going to be cheaper to ship padded flat rate than Ground Advantage. Yep, we wash items with stains or bad smells. Typically the stores we go to, we don't really have to watch much of anything. And most of the time when people buy used clothing online, they wash it when they get it in. So it's not really needed. I've never done Page men's jeans. Page men's sells way better than women's. Way better than women's. Like if this was a women's pair in an average size, like a size like, I don't know, 27 to 29, like the average jeans you're going to see at every thrift store, and this is an average men's size, like 31 to 34, the women's will always sell for less. There's not even really a style that sells super well. Not that I know of anyway. But men's Page jeans are always like 35 and up. 35 plus shipping. Scotway cleans it. Yeah, I send all my clothes to Scotway. He cleans it for me. When you list on eBay, can you choose multiple shipping options? Yes, you can. You can choose as many as you want for the buyer, and the buyer can select which ones they want. Next up, I got a pair of J. Crew jeans. I got to make sure I ship out the right one, though. Yep, this is it. This is a pair of J. Crew, one of those Kaihara fabric denim jeans. These used to sell for like $45. They dropped in price. I paid $10.70 for this one. It sold for $22 plus ship. It sold within a month, so I'll still pick these up, but they're not as good as they used to be. Only time we wash items if they have stains or bad smells. Is there an advantage to listing an item on eBay as $34.99 versus $35? Just psychology. If you go to a store and something's listed at $9.99, immediately you think it's under $10, but really it is under $10, but only by a penny. So it's just a psychology. There's a word for it. There's like a word that people use for what that is. There's like a saying or whatever it's called. But yes, that's why I list at $34.99 and not $35. Same reason you list at $39.99 instead of $40, because it makes the person think it's in the 30s, but actually it's right at 40. This is going to go into one of my gyro packs because it is going to be cheaper to ship Ground Advantage than padded flat rate. So if you're interested in these, by the way, I do have if you watch this on Facebook and YouTube, just use my code on their website. It's just KWay Shop, and you'll get 10% off your order. If you're watching on TikTok, I have a video. Go use your TikTok shop coupons on the gyro packs because you get these super duper cheap on TikTok. And I have a video I put out last week with it, all linked and all that good stuff. What about size? What about what sizes you buy for clothing? Bigger sizes always sell better. If you're talking gyro packs, 10 by 13 mailers is what I'm using. Somebody's outside. Any tips on how to get higher prices on your items? Just counter? Yeah, I always counter higher. I list at market, and if somebody offers me low, I just counter high. If I know the item is priced appropriately, I'll try to sell it at the price I have listed. What's up, Kelly? Next up, we got a pair of women's AG jeans. These things have been listed forever. I paid $7.47 for these, like probably like 2 years ago, legitimately. They did sell for $40.49, but these have been listed forever. I don't know why I had them listed that high, because I don't buy these anymore. So I'll take it though. $40.49. I had them listed for $45. Somebody actually paid that. This is so old it doesn't even have my. I normally put the dimensions in the poly mailer. I've been doing that for like 2 years plus, and this doesn't even have the dimensions in. So I probably know this is an old listing. 9 by 11 by 2. It's gonna go ground advantage for $6.44. Are you in a temporary building? I'm in my house. This is my back room. She's over there shipping right now. She's working on getting the whatnot orders. But no, I have a sunroom. I live in Florida, and in the back of my house there's a sunroom. That's where we work out of. And then right behind this is my living room. Am I in a temporary building? Yeah, this is my house behind me. This light box is my house. It was your background, yeah. No, this is a light box behind me. Or as some people call it, my grow box. Because they think it's used for something else. When selling and adding shipping, how do you make sure you don't get stuck paying more for shipping when you don't know where it's going? Infinity, if you list on eBay, you can take your item. Like for example, this 511 tactical shirt. You can put it on eBay. You can list it, and then you take it and you put it on your scale and you weigh it. This weighs 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 ounce, and you got to think I'm going to put it in a poly mailer, so it's going to weigh about 1 pound, 2 ounces. You put that into eBay and you charge shipping to the customer based off the weight as a calculated shipping rate. So it'll calculate based off where they live, and that's what they'll pay, and you'll never make a mistake. Easiest way to ship out stuff. This we paid $5.34 by the way for the shirt, and it sold for $22. I had an awesome double RL find and sale. Bought a cardigan for $100. Sold it for $460 in 2 hours. Shout out to you for actually paying up for that piece. Most people would be like, I'm not going to pay $100 for that piece. That's insane. But you know your stuff. And yes, double RL sells for crazy money. That's an awesome sale. That's really awesome. And good for you for paying up, because a lot of people, like I said, would be like, I'm not paying $100 for that. That's way too much. That's not enough profit for me. $300 isn't enough profit for you. But you'll sell a $10 vintage t-shirt because you bought it for $1 and you sold it for $10, because that's enough profit for you. Makes sense. Good for you. Nice sale. It's going to ship for $7.15. Is there a down season like summer or January? January is actually pretty good because people got their Christmas money coming in. They got all their money from their Christmas gifts. So January, February are typically pretty good, and then it'll start slowing down after that. And I think this next summer slowdown is going to be one of the hardest summer slowdowns for resellers. This last one was already hard, and there's a lot of people complaining about their sales. I think this one's going to be a little bit harder. And yeah, I just think it's going to be a little bit harder. So make sure you're sourcing accurately, appropriately, because yeah, there's a lot of people with little to no money right now, and it's going to get harder. This is a Ted Baker shirt. I picked this up for $7.13. It sold for $17.99 plus ship. How do you know which thrift stores to go to? You got to source in your area. Some thrift stores are better than others in certain areas. So sometimes Goodwills in my areas are okay, but I know in other areas Goodwills are great. They have great prices. For example, if we go to Goodwills an hour away from us, they have set prices pretty much for all of their inventory at $6. Our inventory in our area is $8 pretty much for all of our stuff. So they're $2 cheaper just an hour away. So it really just depends on your area. What do you do in the summer if your job / work, so it's other side jobs, etc.? You don't have to answer. What do you do in the summer to up your jobs, work, other jobs, side jobs? I just do this. I do this in social media. That's it. I don't have like I don't Uber Eats to pay my bills. I pay my bills with reselling. So even though we have a summer slowdown, what I do is I just list a ton more stuff. And I buy heavy throughout the entire year. So I always have summer items on hand to list in the summertime, and I have winter items on hand to list in the wintertime. But yeah, I don't have like another side job. This is my main income. This whole year I paid all my bills from reselling and the social media money I get. That's how I pay my bills. And reselling income is so much more than social media income, by the way. I know when I say that, a lot of people are like, oh, that's how you pay your bills from all your videos. No. No. I don't get paid very much for my videos at all. Next up, I got a Grayson polo. This is brand new at Tags. I don't have the price I paid for this, so I'll have to go back and look, but I bought it online arbitrage, so it'll be super easy to find what I paid for it. This one sold for $53.99 plus shipping. Grayson is a really, really good brand to be on the lookout for. I bought a bunch of these. I knew they were going to sit for a little bit. I did list them early because I figured some people pick them up for Christmas time, but these are going to sell in like March, April. All these are going to sell really fast. What kind of scale do I use? Canvas. All the products I use on a regular basis, they're linked in my link tree, which is in my pinned post. So that's where all my shipping supplies, all my products, all that good stuff is linked there. This is going to ship for 9 ounces. I always forget about social media money. Had to put store on vacation mode because of the flu. Such bad timing too. Ouch, that sucks. Hopefully you get better. Yeah, I know that feeling. I got sick earlier this year, and there was one day where I had I think it was like 20 orders going out, and it was miserable trying to ship all of them. I had the flu too. What's been your biggest flip? I have a video on it. So I think it was this year. Was it this year or last year? Might have been last year. I bought 2 men's Lilly Pulitzer blazers in a bulk buy. I didn't even know what they were, and they were kind of just thrown in at the end. The person was like, hey, if I throw in these extra 20 items, would you increase the price by like $200? I was like, sure, whatever. And I got them in. I paid a total of like $9 for each unit in that bulk buy, and the 2 blazers sold in 1 or 2 days for $1,100 to the same buyer. $1,100, so $5,500 each, and not $5,000, $550 each. Sold to the same buyer, and he paid express shipping too. That was my biggest flip. Like the return on that was like almost $900 profit, I think. But I have a video on that. It's on my feed somewhere. You just made a cat face and could totally see the. Oh my God! Don't say that. You just almost. I just vomited. She just said I made a cat face. And she could see the family resemblance. That's disgusting. Should I ban her for saying that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. This is a pair of 7 for All Mankind men's jeans. Pick these up for $32. These sold for, or pick these up for $5.34. They sold for $25 plus shipping. $32. Why did I say $32? It's because I'm so off put by that comment. My sister's name is Kat. My sister's name is Kat. She does reselling too, and she just said I look like my sister, which makes me want to vomit a little bit. Yeah. This is shipping padded flat rate. You need more sleep? I don't need more sleep. I'm good. I slept good last night. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. I woke up at 9:30, 9:15, 9:30. That's good sleep. Oh, it's probably because I look like Kat. Yeah, maybe that's why. I need maybe another 30 minutes of sleep, so I don't have to look like her. This shipping padded flat rate for $8.30. Buyer paid $11.80. So I was able to change this from ground advantage to priority because it's actually going to get there faster and it's going to be cheaper to ship priority. So win-win. Everybody wins in this. What state are you in? I'm in Florida. I am in Florida. Tampa Bay area. Alright, that one's shipped. How many more orders? We still got 13 orders going out. Holy cow. Holy cow. This is a Vineyard Vine shirt. This actually sold this morning. I paid $8.03 for this one. It's one of those fishing shirts. Sold for $27.99 plus ship. How do you store your stuff? Ryan, if you go look at my video I posted like 3 days ago, I have a video of my storage system on that video. You can see it, like the actual thumbnail is, you can see the racks of inventory, but I store everything out in my garage. It's okay that the envelope is bulging. That's a padded flat rate envelope. It has padding on the inside. It doesn't matter if it's bulging. If it was a box, it would be bigger. This one's going to ship for 9 ounces. How do you stay on top of trends of clothing? Guys don't really have like too many trends. I sell mostly men's clothing. We do sell a little bit of women's, a little bit more women's now, but yeah, guys don't really have trends of clothing. Yeah, so I don't really have to stay on top of it. How do you print off your Mercari labels? You can print them on Mercari now in a 4x6 format, but I use Pirate Ship to get my labels for Mercari. That's what she said. I had someone buy a mug for $10 and paid $20 for shipping to Arkansas. Nice. Well, it's probably going priority, so that's probably why. And you're probably far away from them. All right. Next up, this is a Kayla pickup. This is the brand Kimmy and Kim women's item. This is a women's extra small wool alpaca sweater. Picked this up for $6.42, and it sold for $24.99 plus shipping. This sold pretty quick too. I think it sold in less than a month. How many different sites do you sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and whatnot? 4 different websites. And I sell direct to consumer too. I guess you can count that as sales too. 20 plus shipping on Mercari is like standard 2-pound rate. $20 shipping on Mercari is a standard 2-pound rate. Yeah, I don't use Mercari shipping. Although they did just drop their rates on their under 12 and under, 12 ounces and under is like a normal rate now. So I guess if you're selling clothing and it's under that, you might be able to get better rates if you just ship right on Mercari and have the buyer pay shipping. I think I'm going to change my listings over to that this week if I get a chance. All right, buyer paid $11 for shipping because I had this at a 2-pound rate. It's actually under a pound, so I'm only paying $4.88 shipping. Hate shipping and don't want to overcharge. Don't want people overpaying for shipping. Is that so? If people overpay for shipping and they're okay with it, like for example, this person paid more for shipping and they're okay with it, cool. If you want to refund them, go ahead and refund them. But you got to think your time and your supplies are part of your payment for shipping. So this person paid me $11 to ship this out, and I paid $4.88 for my label. And I know on some items I'm going to get undercharged on shipping, or I'm going to undercharge on shipping. So it all comes out in a wash usually. Also, I have my fees associated with my sales too, so you have to count that into your stuff. So if they charge a little bit more get charged a little bit more for shipping, it's all going to come out in a wash. Next up, this is going international shipping too, or maybe if they change their shipping on this, I don't know. This is a denim supply shirt. It's brand new with tags. I picked this up at a Goodwill for $10.70. This sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Really good sale. Denim and Supply is no longer made anymore. It's a Ralph Lauren line. Be on the lookout for it. New with tags. These go for good money. It's just a basic button-down shirt. Nice floral shirt. Sold for $60. So be on the lookout for these. I found a bunch of these all at the same store at the same exact time. I don't get why shipping is part of the feedback when I don't get why shipping is part of feedback when I use calculated. For eBay, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They see the price, the label for the most part. What fees? They see the price on the label, right? For the most part, when they're ordering, they'll see the price they're going to pay for shipping. So it tells them the price if they're comfortable with it and they pay for it. Cool. What kind of clear bags do you store your clothing in? Paula, if you look at my pin post on Facebook, I have a link tree linked there, and go to the products we use on a daily basis. My clear bags are linked there, and I have the gyro pack linked there as well. So if you want to buy some poly mailers, cheap poly mailers, I have those linked there as well. They're cheaper than Amazon prices for the same exact poly mailers you get on Amazon. You can choose the price you put in for label or not. Yes, you could do flat rate shipping if you want to. If you want to do flat rate shipping, go for it. If you want to charge $6 on all shirts, you can charge that for shipping on all your products. I always just do calculated though. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren denim shirt. It's called a dungaree work shirt. Picked this up for $8. It sold for $34 plus shipping. These denim shirts, they always sell for more, so list them a little bit higher. This is one of the lightweight denim shirts too. On eBay, they gave me a 4.5 stars. My weight and dimensions are pretty good. Yeah, that's okay. Who cares? You're gonna get customers that are, as long as they didn't leave you a negative feedback, who cares? They leave you a negative, reach out to eBay and say, hey, I put in the weight and dimensions and they were comfortable paying it, and eBay will probably remove that negative. But I don't really look at my feedback unless it's a negative feedback, and then I try to get it removed. This is gonna ship for $6.22. Audra says, hi, Kayla.
Audra,
I liked your sweater. Kayla likes it too. She wants me to wear it every day so she can just throw stuff at me. Thanks, Audra. Audra, if I come on live with a black eye, you know that she's throwing those stupid balls at me and won't hit me in the eye. Yeah. All right, that one shipped. Next up, we got a pair of Untuck It pants. Picked these up for $12.84. I think I bought these on Whatnot for that price because I don't normally pay that much for these. These only sold for $20, free shipping. So I think I bought these on Whatnot from somebody just to support them. So I'm not looking to make a profit on these. Glad you liked it. Yeah, it was a good, thoughtful gift. Appreciate you, Audra. Appreciate you, Audra. Almost done, chat. We're almost done. We got like another 7-ish orders to go, and then we'll be completed. Howdy. How you doing? What's up, Caroline? I'm doing good. How are you doing today, Caroline? We're just here shipping some orders. Kayla's shipping. I'm shipping. Everybody's shipping. That would be the purpose then because she was hitting the bullseye pretty much. You guys are evil. This is Deals Daily. Did you get my package envelope? We did. I have it on my desk. I haven't been able to open it yet, but I'm going to open all my packages today. I was just super busy over the weekend. I saw a commercial for Untuck It last night. First one I've seen. Yeah, they're all over the place. They're in like malls and stuff now. So, yeah, you can find them all over the place. Thanks for the knowledge. Appreciate you being here. All right, how many orders? How many orders left? We got a speed ship because it's almost 12 o'clock, and I want to get all the Whatnot orders out today before the mailman comes, so that way we don't have to ship them another day. 8 orders left. Next up, I got a Viella shirt. The only time I pick up these Viella shirts if they have wool in them. Otherwise, they won't sell nearly as fast. They will sell, but they won't sell nearly as fast. Picked this up for $6.42. This one sold for $22.99 plus shipping. Again, it's cotton and wool. Is that the front door opening? No, it sounds like front door. Does the mailman pick up at your house? Yes, he does pick up at my house, and he has over 100 packages to pick up today. So he's gonna probably be super excited. He's probably gonna have a big smile on his face. How'd you spell that? Viella, V-I-Y-E-L-L-A. Viella. It's an older brand, but be very careful with it because some items don't sell. Again, this has wool in it. That's why it's sold. Do you tip them? Yes, we do tip them. I tipped, last time I tipped them was like 2 weeks ago. I'll probably tip them before Christmas and I'll give them like a big Christmas tip. We actually need to make a card for him. And the garbage guys too, yeah. Which they probably already came today. We need to do that on Thursday if we're going to be home. On the spreadsheet you use, do you track the cost of every item you purchase? Yes, I do. Every item I purchase. As soon as I list the item, we put that price in, or that cost of goods into our eBay custom SKU. We don't use the active inventories part of the spreadsheet. I suggest you guys do, but we don't. As soon as it sells, I take that eBay custom SKU and I move it over to my spreadsheet. I can see exactly what I paid, what my profit was, all that good stuff. I couldn't do it in the city because they walk. They're still supposed to stop at your house and pick them up. K10. I used to be a mailman. They're still supposed to. This is a William Murray polo, brand new with tags. I picked this up for $21.40. Sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Do you ever do online sourcing? Yes, I do online arbitrage frequently. Not as much as before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, online arbitrage was really good. But it kind of slowed down after that. Prices kind of went up a little bit, but I'm seeing them start to come back down, which is a good sign. I think after Christmas this year, it's going to be crazy because I'm going to stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they're flooded. They're like nothing's selling. The shelves are stocked. So those kind of stores are going to have to do deep discounts to get rid of all that inventory because they got more inventory coming in. They're constantly buying. So I think after Christmas sales are going to be popping. Happy full-time anniversary. Was it December 11th? It was December 11th, wasn't it? Did I quit post office?
Yeah, it was pretty close to it.
Yeah, December 11th. Yeah, this would be my first. It was yesterday, December 10th. Was it December 10th?
Today's the 11th.
I know today's 11th, but yeah, Trisha was saying it was. I got to go back on my Instagram feed and see when it was. It was either the 10th or 11th, but yeah, I've been full-time now for 2 years, 2 full years. And I'm still living. I'm still alive, paying my bills. It's crazy. According to your video, okay. Yeah, it's been a while. Hoping all my stuff picks back up in the new year. I'm sure it will. As long as you're listing the right stuff, it'll pick back up. All right, this is 2 shirts. These sold to the same buyer. I paid $6.96 for this Ralph Lauren shirt. I paid $5.34 for this one. Both of these together sold for $45.98, and buyer was all in for $61.54 for 2 pre-owned Ralph Lauren shirts. They paid shipping on both, and they didn't ask for a refund. So unless they ask for a refund, they're gonna charge shipping on both. This is going to VA for $7.85. Buyer paid $12.80 to get these shipped out. So I'm making a pretty decent profit on these. 2 Ralph Lauren shirts. Remember, Ralph Lauren doesn't sell. Don't pick it up. Leave it all for me. Came up with my Facebook memories. Nice. Okay, so maybe it was December 10th. Maybe it was December 9th. I don't remember what day. I have to go back and look at the video. It's one of these days. Thank you, I do too, but I heard a lot. Just track total spent and total made. I think I'm too OCD for that. Yeah, there's different ways to track your profit and loss. So just talk to a tax advisor. They'll be able to help you out. Were your sales good this weekend? They were great. Hopefully you guys' sales were good this weekend. Let me know in the comments what your best sale was this weekend. This was under £1 too, so it's only going to ship for $6.22. Let me know what your best sale was or how many sales you had, all that good stuff. I want to know. I want to see if you guys are having a good weekend. This is the last weekend, or last week, by the way, to get as much listed and sold, because next weekend, December 18th is the cutoff for ground shipping. I think it's December 17th for ground shipping, 18th for priority shipping. So if you want your stuff to get to the customer, list it and ship it this week. Ship ASAP, because this is the last like real heavy week. I need if you could break off like a bunch of bubble wrap, because I gotta wrap that train up. It's on the ground. Next up, I got a Ralph Lauren crew neck sweater. This is a cable knit crew neck sweater. Picked this up for $8.56. It sold for $30 plus shipping. I had a sale. Woo! Kasubi jeans, new tag, $100, 16 total sales. Let's go. Let's go. I had 5 sales this weekend, and all my Poshmark items disappeared. Ouch! All your Poshmark items disappeared. What the heck? I need a padded. Do you have? Is there a padded over there?
Yeah. Wait a second.
Padded flat rate. Nice.
No, there's
No. Can you go out to the garage and grab me some really quick? They're on the top shelf, right above the trains. All right, Kayla's gotta grab me some paddeds really quick. Sent them an email. That's weird, Jared. That's weird. They just deleted all your stuff. Can I have my drink back, Wayne? No, it's already in my belly. Is it just you and your wife, or do you have other help? My mother-in-law helps us out too. She's not gonna be here till Friday this week though. What should I pay someone to list for me if I pay her per item? Thoughts? That's up to you. So it really depends on how much you're making, but I would say, I think the typical rate for per item is like 50 cents to $1 per item, something like that. But it really depends on what you sell. If you sell like really high-end like stuff that you're making a ton of profit on, maybe you do a little bit higher than that. I don't know. That's up to you to decide what your profit is and how much you're making in your business. We pay like a flat rate because we had a match per pay. So this is going to go padded because it's going to be cheaper to ship, padded flat rate, and it's an upgrade for the customer. They're going to get it a little bit sooner. You normally put polo shirts as 10 ounces. Yeah, pretty much all of my polo shirts I'll put at 10 ounces unless they're like a heavy like denim shirt. I'll list for like 15 ounces and I'll do buyer pay shipping. But if you want to be safe, just weigh them. It's the easiest way to do it. Just weigh your stuff. All right, 8:30. Purchase shipping label. Had 3 sales to 1 person. Payment wouldn't go through. Psycho Bunny, Rock and Roll Country Girl jeans. Nice. That sucks that the payment didn't go through on the other person's order. Maybe it will by today. Where do you get your photo booth behind you? What's it called? It's linked in my link tree in my bio, Abby. Go to the products we use on a daily basis. It is called a Impact Light Box, but it's linked there. So feel free to go check it out. They're probably running sales right now too, because they typically do this time of year. Then then eBay is on something. They're saying £1. Yeah, just if it's charging you £1, it's because you put it in as £1. I'm gonna need more than this. I'm gonna hold on to them. Just grab like a handful and then stick them under the desk. All right, next up we got a pair of J. Crew jeans. These are another pair of the Kaihara denim jeans. Paid $6.96. This one sold for $25 plus shipping. Buyer was all in for $41.71. These are most likely going to go padded flat rate too. Yes, they are, for $8.30. Some more K-Way cheats me and surfs uses the floor. Yes, I use the light box. He uses the floor. Had more lately of people buying but not paying. I haven't had too many people not pay on my orders. I actually had pretty good luck. I don't think I have any like active non-payment for eBay. Good job. What's your Whatnot name? Same as here. Yes, K-Way Shop. Is there an easy way to get approved for Whatnot? If you want, go through the my link in my bio, Kimmy. I have a seller referral link. Use that and see if that helps you get. But it's pretty much just dependent on how much inventory you have is what they're gonna look at. But they're approving a lot more people nowadays. What's your charge for ground? What do you charge for ground advantage? Depends on where they live. Ground advantage is based off weight and dimensions and where the location the item is shipping to. All right, two more sales. Actually, three more orders because I got to pack up a train too. This pair of Joe's jeans, they're brand new with the tags. I picked these up for $32.08. This pair sold for $57, free shipping. Someone told pay. I blocked them. I don't got time for that. Yeah, I don't block anybody for non-payment. I just request payment. If they don't pay, then after 4 days, I just relist my item. So, what is your annual income? Last year I made $80K profit after all my taxes and everything were paid. Right around $80K. No time for financial need to resell and more. Best advice to liquidate inventory, 300 plus items, 150 listed. If you want to liquidate your items super fast, you can do it locally. You just put up a Facebook post and say, eBay store going out of business, need to liquidate everything. You'll probably get somebody locally that wants to deal with that. I get DM'd every single week by at least one person saying they want to sell off their inventory. Most of the time, and this is why I didn't offer it, the items that you're selling are not items that I'm interested in, so I don't actually offer on their stuff. Very, very few have I ever offered on. But yeah, just do locally. Get rid of it locally. I'm back. Did you miss me? Tej, I missed you so much. I'm so happy you're back. Tej is back, everybody. You prefer the Goodwill store over the outlet bins? Yes, I don't go to the bins. I'm like Surfs. Bins is too much work. It's way too much work. You spend 5 hours there, you get a whole cart of stuff, but you just work so much to get that. I would rather just go to the racks and go to the actual store, spend an hour there, and get a full cart of stuff. So, yeah. How are you using bubble flat rate on eBay? I thought you were only allowed to use that. No, you can use, these are padded flat rate envelopes. You can use these anywhere. These are padded flat rates. They cost $8.30 to ship out on eBay. You can use them anywhere. You can use them on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. You can ship from your house with them. It doesn't matter. Next up, we got a pair of Twillery jeans. Really good brand. We sold the Twillery shirt this weekend on Whatnot for $11. Whoever got that, you got that for a steal. We paid $8.54 for these jeans. These are a little bit harder to come by. These sold for $35 plus shipping, and most likely these are going to go padded flat rate too, depending on where they're going. Sold a vintage Fila ski sweater for $50. I had maybe a quarter in it, part of the closet. Nice. A quarter into $50. That's good margins right there. I wonder what the percent margin is on that. That's insane. This is actually going to go Ground Advantage because it's only going to cost me $7.85 to ship Ground Advantage. Because it's going to Texas, from Florida to Texas. That's going to go in a gyro pack. Throw that on the scale. It's going to ship for 1 pound, 4 ounces, $7.85. 400%, and that's not 400%. That's way more than 400%. 400% on a 25 cent, wouldn't that be? 100% would be 50 cents. So that'd be $1. 400% would be $1. So then you'd multiply that by, that'd be 4,000. That's something, I can't do the math. That's way too much. It's way too much math. You should sell McDonald's work shirts. I don't know why, but they sell for me. Yeah, I've heard that. Work shirts sell. There's a lot of those clothing. Just be careful. Don't sell UPS or USPS or Amazon. I think Amazon is also banned now. You can't sell those on eBay because they don't want people wearing those and like walking up to people's doors and stealing their packages. So just be careful with those. Those only work shorts. You got to be really careful with. Next up, last sale is going to be this train. It's going to be an HO Chicago Great Western train. I picked these up in a large bulk buy. That's what it looks like. This one sold for $17.99 and I only paid $3.25 for it. I am going to ship this out in a poly mailer. All I'm going to do is wrap it up multiple times in bubble wrap and ship it out. It should get there in one piece, completely fine. Yeah. I know a lot of people would be like, throw that in a box. It's so cheap, and if you just wrap it up in a lot of bubble wrap, it'll arrive there in one piece, no issues. I don't know if J-Ride was trolling, but he ships glasses in bubble mailer and he ships them in a poly mailer. I don't know if that was a troll video or not, but when I saw that, I was like, man, you could ship glasses in a poly mailer, like frames in a poly mailer. I think he was being serious too. I can't tell with that guy sometimes. J-Ride, if you're listening, are you being serious? You ship frames in a poly mailer? At least this comes in a box. Alright, this wrap is not working with me. There it goes. Just gonna wrap it up. Wrap. By the way, I got a really good deal on bubble wrap on Black Friday. I bought a whole mess of bubble wrap for like $70. I got enough bubble wrap to last me for like 3 years now. Get to work hard. Shut up. Kit Kat, are you working right now? Or are you just here trolling me? Is that what you're doing? I'm missing some comments because I'm sitting here. See Reisner commenting back to some people. Can't math either. Yeah, that's too much math for me. He was serious. Just wrap them in good bubble wrap. Yeah, that's crazy. What shipping company do you use? USPS. My anxiety wouldn't let me ship glass in a poly mailer. Yeah, he ships glasses like frames. Maybe they're in a case. No, they're just the glasses. What did Toes say? Everybody's commented back to Toes. I don't see Toes' comment though. It's too far up. But isn't $169 per pound better than what you pay at the racks? Yes, $169 is better. There goes the airplane over my house, by the way. I guess I'll wait for the helicopter to fly over. But $169 is better per pound. But I'll tell you this: every time I go to the thrift store I go to, I leave with a full cart. My sister goes to the bins, and on multiple occasions she goes to the same bins location and she leaves with nothing. So she spends 5 hours to leave with like 3 items. I'd rather just pay up and get a full cart of stuff. And I know all my stuff is clean and in good condition because the thrift store I shop at typically puts only good stuff on the racks. So yes, if it's cheaper, if you want to shop at the bins, feel free to. It's a really great option. Same as garage sales, estate sales. Those are really good to source at. I don't source there either. I don't go to garage sales or thrift or estate sales. But yeah, I mean, to each their own. There's so many ways, so many different ways to source. I do online arbitrage, which I mean, sometimes I'm paying $20 to make $20. There's some people will be like, that's way too much. I'm only going to pay $1.69 per pound, and that's where I'm going to get all my inventory. But typically when I buy online arbitrage, my stuff sells really fast. So yeah, it's worth it to me to pay up a little bit. I have someone with a ton of very good items he wants to sell to me. Would you do 50-50? I have someone with a ton of very good items he wants me to sell for him. Would you do 50-50? Trent, what do you mean? Are you trying to sell to me, or are you trying to sell his items? I'm confused. And by really good items, what do you mean? I always don't like that saying I have really good items, and then I go look at the items the person has, and it's like they're all new with tags, but they're like brands that don't sell. This is going to ship for 8 ounces. I'm a bin master. You are a bin master. You did good last time you went. Yeah, Trent, I'm not sure what you're asking there. Yeah, it's going to ship for $4.44, and this should arrive again in one piece. It's nice and cushioned. Shouldn't have any issues. I might buy some gyro packs, the padded ones too, so I can ship these out in the padded mailers. He sells lots of just frames, lenses, and he listed scratch crazy, but it works for him. Yeah, that's insane. He is really good. He has really good sales. If you ever go look at his sales, his store, he's actually selling what he's telling you he's selling. If you go to the bins, you have to wash and dry your items. Yeah, I mean, you can. There's some items that you can get away with not washing. So if you can sign for 50%, yes, commissioned. He does a lot of estate sales and he has a lot of different items. 5 storage units full. Trent, do you even live near me? I don't do hard goods. I do mostly clothing, and I can guarantee that probably the items that he has are not items that I currently sell. Yeah, so you can DM me and let me know like what you have. But I would just buy it from you. I wouldn't do a commission. I wouldn't list the product and have to keep up with all that stuff. The only time I do that is if I sell on Whatnot, and those items wouldn't do good on Whatnot because I can sell them instantly and commission people out and pay people out. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense. I would just buy it from you if you have good stuff. You can DM me and let me know what you have. How much is better, bins versus thrift stores? I don't know, Felix. You go to the bins. You're a vintage t-shirt boy. I may have missed your reply. Sorry. What shipping company do you use? I use USPS for most of my shipping. I think Trent means selling for the guy. Should he do 50-50? Oh, if you sell for him, if you do all the work, well, he has all his stuff. I would do 60-40 in your case because you're doing all the work. He's just got the stuff in the storage. I would do 60-40. I would do 60-40. That's typically what splits are. It'd be 60-40 or it'd be 50-50. 50-50 is okay. But if you're going to list a lot of hard goods and have to ship hard goods, and you're going to have to store them yourself, I would do 60-40. And you'd probably be okay with that too because he probably got them from estate sales super cheap. He's probably a clean out guy. So you probably got him super cheap. He just wants them gone. So I'd do 60-40. But just remember, you got to keep up with all that stuff in like a spreadsheet. You got to keep up to date with that information. That's a lot of work too. If you already have stuff listed and then you're going to add his stuff into your store, just know that you have to like separate that out. So when you make a sale, also you don't pay them out until 30 days after the item has been delivered because the person can return the item. If you have 30-day returns, which most people do, you can't pay him out until after the 30th day. So he has to know that too. There's a lot that goes into selling on eBay consignment. That's why I don't do it because it's hard. I'll give you 10%. Dead serious. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Reisiner's right. It's a lot of work. That's a lot to keep up with. That's why I do consignment only on Whatnot because I can pay the people out instantly. I get the money in, I pay them out, the spreadsheet gets filled out. It's not me having to store their inventory off to the side and like keep up with all that. That's a lot of work. I finally decided to give Autoposher a try, and so far I've noticed a difference in sales in 10 days. Let's go. Autoposher, Linktree link in my bio. I'm telling you guys, sleeping on AP. AP's one of the best things I did this year. No problem. My bad. I was confused with what you were saying in the beginning. That's my fault. All right, I'm going to go ahead and head off. We still got to ship out all of our Whatnot orders. So Kayla's working on that right now. So if you bought something from us this weekend, Friday or Saturday, it's going out today along with all of our eBay orders. So again, I probably won't be on live tonight because Titans play tonight, so I'm going to watch the game. But I'll be back live tomorrow morning. We're not doing a live thrift this week because, yeah, we're not doing a live thrift. We got too much stuff. So we're going to do a live thrift next week probably. So, yep. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.